Hello. Hello Minh ơi, mình bật mic lên cho cô cái nào. Hello Minh,
Hello, hello.
Okay, I can hear you now. Thank you. I thought you were asleep. Tưởng treo máy đi ngủ rồi chứ.
Not.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, could you turn on the camera? Okay, nice. Oh, you just had a haircut, right?
Yes.
This morning?
Yes, of course.
Okay, this morning. Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
do you
We can continue.
what?
We can continue.
Yes, we can continue. Okay. Okay, the camera just went black. Okay. Do you prefer your old haircut or your new one?
My mother, my mom, like she like
He forces you?
yeah, he forced me. She forced me to have a haircut.
She forced you to have a haircut. Okay. But like,
Yeah.
are you happy with the end results?
No, of course, no.
Of course, no. Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
you're not satisfied with the
Yeah.
results because it was
Yeah.
too short or it was not as good. It was not good looking.
No, I just want to like have. I don't want to like I want to have a how to say long hair, and it's not short like this. Of course.
Okay. Or like you don't want your hair to be too long or too short, right?
Yes.
You don't want to be your hair you don't want your hair to be too long nor too short. So okay, I understand. Wow. Okay. So sad to hear that you're not satisfied with the look. But sometimes you have to accept the fact that long hair can be very how do you say annoying. Long hair can be very annoying. Okay.
Yeah.
So yesterday we were going through these, right? We were discussing to see if each idiom is fit with which adjective, đúng không? Chúng ta đang tìm hiểu xem là cái idiom nào nó đang phù hợp với cái tính từ nào. We were discussing the like I don't know how to say it in English really. Okay. So yesterday we discussed two or three idioms. Okay, we found the synonyms of two or three idioms right here. So can you tell me again? Be down in the dumps. What is the synonym of be down in the dumps?
Yes. Miserable.
Miserable. Thank you. Right. So if I ask you to like define the phrase be down in the dumps in a simple way, how will you define it? Tức là cô đang yêu cầu mình là hãy mô tả lại cái cụm mình be down in the dumps một cách ngắn gọn. Thì em sẽ mô tả như thế nào?
If you are
Very sad, đơn giản vậy thôi.
yeah, very sad.
Very sad. Okay. Also,
Yeah.
last time we were going through blow your top, but like we couldn't find the correct answer yet. So let's see, blow your top meaning furious. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so can you see the connection between blow your top and furious?
Blow is like means that you like
Blow is like air is coming out of your body. That is blow.
Yeah.
Okay.
The top like your limit. You're limited.
I limit? No. Have you ever seen animations with scenes like Tom and Jerry when they get angry? What comes outside of their head?
The air.
The air, that's right. It makes them look like a train, right? Yeah, it makes the characters look like the train. So that is how the blow your top phrase come from. That's where the phrase blow your top come from. Meaning you're so angry that air starting to come out of your body. Okay, that is furious, nổi giận là tức xì khói. Rồi, next, be on edge. Let me introduce you. Be on edge. We have the same. We have the synonym of be on edge. That is anxious or stressed. Synonym. Okay. So can you tell me the connection between be on edge and anxious?
Be on edge like that means that you are in the very emergency situation.
That's right. You're in a very emergency situation. More like this. So imagine this is a clip, right? Em cứ tưởng tượng đây là một cái vách đá đi ha. And this is an edge. Giống như là tất cả các cái vật nào mà nó có 4 cái góc nhọn này thì những cái góc nhọn nó được gọi là edge cả. Cái góc mà nó sắc sắc như vậy này, thì những cái góc mà nó có cái độ sắc bén nhất định đó, thì nó sẽ gọi là cái edge. Rồi, vậy thì ở cái edge này mà gọi là be on edge thì là bây giờ sẽ có một cái hình người là đứng ở cái on edge này. Vậy thì cái cảm giác khi mà em đứng trên một cái vách núi cao mà em lại ngay cái edge, em ngay sát cái mép đó rồi thì em sẽ cảm thấy như thế nào? Cảm thấy lo sợ, cảm thấy căng thẳng, đúng không? Giống như là ai đó kiểu như là bắt ép em phải nhảy xuống nhưng mà em đã bị dồn đến đường cùng rồi. Okay, so you feel very anxious, stressed. That is be on edge. Okay, so you usually use on edge in situations like you're worried about your test, you're worried about the future. Okay, you're worried about an emergency. Okay, good. Next, something gets on your nerves. Something gets on your nerves. Okay, I introduce to you irritated. Okay, I saw your mom at the door.
Well, that like that.
Oh, that's
my
your
mom is lying behind me.
Oh, okay. Wait, she's in your room. Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay, right? Okay, so can you see the connection between the phrase something gets on your nerves and irritated?
Like
Hey, but before that you have to understand what nerves are. Nerves nó giống như là những cái dây thần kinh trong cái cơ thể mình đó, hiểu chưa? Đấy, những cái dây thần kinh. Vậy thì em thử tưởng tượng coi là những cái dây thần kinh mà điều khiển cảm xúc, xong tự dưng có một người ở đây người ta giật cái dây thần kinh của mình hay là động chạm vào cái dây thần kinh của mình thì mình sẽ cảm thấy như thế nào?
loạn nhỉ.
Okay, a little bit headache and also irritated, right? Something gets on your nerves. Okay, something gets on your nerves. Rồi, em có hay coi cái coi những cái bộ phim hoạt hình đấy mà người ta mô tả cái cảm giác irritated này nó bằng một cái sợi dây không? Bằng một cái sợi dây. Chúng ta thử tưởng tượng coi là cái cảm xúc của chúng ta như sợi dây đấy và cái gì nó đạt đến đỉnh điểm đấy mà kiểu như là không thể nào mà chấp nhận được nữa thì sợi dây nó sẽ như thế nào? Đứt, đúng không? Đó. Vậy thì coi cái nerves của chúng ta như những cái sợi dây đấy. Vậy thì cái gì mà nó chạm một cái sợi dây nó vốn đã căng như vậy rồi thì chúng ta đầu tiên là sẽ cảm thấy irritated. Đến một mức nào đấy mà chúng ta không chịu được nữa thì dây đàn cũng đứt. Căng như dây đàn và dây đàn cũng đứt. Okay, something gets on your nerve, irritated. Okay, so can you tell me a situation when something gets on your nerves? Cái gì khiến em khó chịu không? A situation when something gets on your nerves. Oh, no, really?
Yes.
So what happened if someone like your friend or your cousin opened your computer without permission?
I feel very furious.
Okay, you feel furious instead of irritated. Yeah. Okay, you feel furious instead of irritated. Okay. Okay, so remember that blow your top doesn't have be ở trước nó không có cái be ở trước thì em sẽ không thể thêm feel ở đằng trước nha. Ví dụ như em bảo là I will blow my top để cho I will blow my top thì được, chứ không có đó là I will blow your top. Như vậy không được nha. Okay, I will blow my top. Okay. Còn cái nào mà có be ở đằng trước thì em thêm feel vào rất là dễ. Ví dụ như là I feel on edge được, I feel over the moon được, I feel down in the dumps, that is okay. Right. Còn nếu như mà không có thì em phải xác định coi cái từ đầu tiên trong cái phrase đó là cái gì. Từ đầu tiên trong blow your top đang là động từ, vậy thì chúng ta sẽ phải đặt nó trong một câu có hành động nhất định ha. I will blow my top là tôi sẽ cảm thấy giận dữ. Right. Okay, something gets on your nerve. Em có thể nói là something that gets on my nerve is when. Right? Something that gets on my nerve is when. Okay? Right, thank you. Right, here. This is a very useful phrase in IELTS. Be green with envy.
Like like jealous.
Jealous. Don't say jealous.
Jealous.
That's right, jealous. Don't say jealous. Okay, be green with envy, that is jealous. But we also have another word for jealous, that is, we studied like 2 or 3 days ago.
This.
And the second line of the blue box. Second line of the blue box.
Wait, let me remember.
Okay, I told you, look in the blue box.
Envious.
Envious, that's right. Envious, good. Okay, be green with envy. Okay, so can you feel the connection between the phrase be green with envy and the word jealous or envious? Okay.
Be green like envy mean like like,
do you know the connection?
Not really. I just know that envy is like you something just another person have but you didn't and you don't.
Okay, envy is that you want something that the other people have that you don't, right? That is envy.
Yeah.
Good understanding. But I'm trying to draw the connection between be green with envy and envious here. Okay, so the connection is people of the old time, they view the color green is the color of evil. Okay, so do you remember the animation where witches are drawn and they usually have green faces? Or their magic is related to two color. One is purple, two is green. Đúng không? Đó là cái màu xanh. And purple is like very mystical. Màu tím là màu của huyền bí, màu đen là màu của cái xấu xa, và màu xanh là màu của sự ghen tuông, hờn giận. Được chưa? Okay, be green with envy. Okay, so that is why they call they have this phrase, be green with envy. They view the color green is the color of evil and like jealousy. So that's why they group they make this phrase. Good. 7, lose face. What could it be? What is the synonym for lose face?
Lose face mean like you feel ashamed.
That's right, you feel ashamed. That's good. Ashamed, right? Or another word for it, that is humiliated. Okay. Here you should know the difference, the small difference between ashamed and humiliated. Ashamed is that you feel it yourself. Okay, you do something bad, everybody knows it, and you feel ashamed. But humiliated is like people make fun of you, and you feel bad about it. You feel bad because you're being made fun of. Understand? Okay, so for example, you make a silly mistake during class and the whole class laugh at you. You will feel humiliated, right? Okay, but ashamed is that you didn't review your lesson before you go to class, and your teacher asked you the question, you couldn't answer it, and you feel like, man, I should have studied better. You feel ashamed that time. Understood?
Yes.
Good. Next, be tearing your hair out. Be tearing your hair out. I introduce to you the phrase. Okay, tell me the word you're thinking of first.
Like, and when I see this sentence, that means that your hair being very messy. You make your hair being mess. So that means you are like stressed or nervous.
That's right, you are stressed or nervous. That's good. Okay, but more like you're anxious. Okay, you can also say that you're anxious. Okay, anxious and stressed. Okay, they are very closely related. So you can replace the word anxious here with stress. That is fine. Exasperated là khó chịu, frustrated. So be tearing your hair out contains a lot of meaning. Okay, why are you tearing your hair out? Number one, you're anxious. You're worried about something. Two, you're stressed, bạn căng thẳng bởi vì bạn phải làm quá nhiều thứ, đúng không? Không biết phải làm gì trước cả. Có quá nhiều cái sự nóng giận, sự tức giận bị dồn nén trong người bạn, đó là bạn xả hết ra. Right? Tearing your hair out. Good thinking. I agree with you about the word stressed. Okay, be in two mind about something. This is the first time you're seeing this, right?
Be into mind, yeah, and I think be into mind that like we have two side bán công.
Like you have two personalities.
You have two hemisphere. You have two hemisphere.
Two hemisphere là hai bán cầu. Okay.
Yeah, so in like the same with mine. So you feel when you want to like uh like give some information, but you haven't feel like feel
Indecisive. Không quyết
yeah,
định được.
indecisive. Yeah.
Indecisive. Okay. Right. That is indecisive. Good. Be in two minds. Okay, you see the connection here. That's good. Be in two minds. Okay, so imagine that you have like a little angel and a little devil on each of your shoulder, right? So the angel told you to do something and the devil told you to do the other thing. You can't decide between the advice of those two people. Okay, or make it more simple. You can't choose between A or B. Okay, each of your mind, each side of your hemisphere is telling you to choose one. Okay, so that is be in two minds. Good thinking. Good. Right. Now you have already studied the idioms here. I hope that they will be helpful for you in your future. Okay, they are very good idioms. Right. Okay, so now we're going to listen to something, but I need to check before I share with you again. Okay, yeah, I haven't shared the sound, so it will be very problematic if we go on. Okay, right, can you see task 5? Can you see task 5?
Yes, I do. Yeah,
Okay.
yes, I do.
Yes, I can. Right now,
I can.
I'm going to play the audio, and first I need you to read question from number 1 to number 4 because you're going to listen to 4 speakers. They're going to talk about something, okay, and answer each question related to each speaker. Okay, ready?
Yes, I do.
Unit 2, Lesson 2A, Exercises 7 and 9. 1.
Well, I don't suppose it's very important, but something that I find really irritating is when people are always updating their status on social networking sites. I'm really not interested in hearing how thrilled someone is with their new shoes, or how they feel about going to the coolest pizzeria in town. But what really gets on my nerves are the emotional messages that appear every 5 minutes about how somebody is missing their boyfriend or girlfriend terribly and how miserable they feel. What's more, they've usually only been going out with each other for about a week.
2. I get really...
Okay, I'm going to stop here for a moment. Okay, could you hear the opinion of speaker 1?
Yeah, like he feel great. He feel like frustrated with social media. That the says that
Okay, keep speaking. He feels frustrated with the media,
social with the social
especially
and especially that like a girl missing her boyfriend.
the emotional messages.
Emotion. Oh yeah.
Okay. Good. He feels frustrated with the media, especially the emotional messages. Okay, you can sum it up. You can sum it up like this. Okay, you can sum it up like this, or you can say he feels frustrated with the status, the mom status on social media. Okay, sorry. Right, especially the emotional messages. Đúng không? Anh này không có chỉ anh này không phải là cảm thấy khó chịu với cái mạng xã hội mà là cảm thấy khó chịu với những cái dòng trạng thái trên mạng xã hội thì thế nào, và đặc biệt là những cái dòng trạng thái mà sến súa nói là oh my god I miss you so much, things like that. Okay, right, answer the question again. What gets on speaker one's nerves? Read the red lines again.
He feels frustrated with the status on social media, especially the emotional message.
Okay, fix here for me. Status, not status. Status.
Stated.
Đúng rồi, status. Thank you. Status and messages.
Messages.
Okay, one more time. Read the red lines again. He feels.
He feels frustrated with the status on social media, especially the emotional messages.
Messages. Okay, be more natural with that. Okay, be more natural with that. Okay, thank you. That is totally correct. Here, they give you a long answer, but I just want you to shorten it up. Okay, mình cần ngắn lại, mình cần những cái câu hỏi mà nó tóm gọn lại đủ ý là được rồi. Okay. Next, listen to speaker 2, please.
What's more, they've usually only been going out with each other for about a week.
2. I get really mad when I go to the cinema and people are constantly eating popcorn. I really blow my top. I don't just sit there feeling angry. I tell people to keep quiet. My boyfriend says that one day someone is going to react in a hostile way, but for the moment, nobody has said anything. But they haven't stopped eating popcorn either. They eat more quietly for a while, but gradually it starts getting louder and louder. And for 1 week at the end of this month, my local cinema is offering free snacks with every film, so it's only going to get worse.
Okay, what makes speaker 2 blow her top?
She feels the things that might blow her top, that the bad behavior of the people in the cinema.
Top is the bad behavior of those in the cinema. Good. Of those in the cinema. Very good. But can you be more specific? What kind of bad behavior?
Like eating popcorn or making noise and not making noise, and speaking too loud.
Okay, so there's only one bad behavior mentioned in the audio. That is when they eat their popcorn. Okay, so imagine you're sitting next to a couple with like 2 bags of popcorn, and during the movies, they don't only just eat, they eat and they laugh at the same time. But the chewing sound is what gets on your nerve, because they don't always laugh, right? Không phải lúc nào họ cũng cười, nhưng mà cái tay bốc mà kiểu như đưa lên miệng ăn thì lúc nào cũng bốc hết. Đó, cho nên là cái này khiến cho người ta khó chịu. Right, the thing that makes her blow her top is the bad behavior of those in the cinema, right? When they are eating popcorn. Okay, can you say this again? What makes speaker 2 blow her top?
The thing that makes her blow the top is the bad behavior of those in the cinema when they are eating popcorn.
That's right, when they're eating popcorn. Good. Right, here's the long answer. Okay, people who are constantly eating popcorn in the cinema. Okay, constantly, remember, constantly. Okay, number 3.
3.
I was over the moon when I got a new laptop for Christmas, but since I've had it, I've had nothing but problems. The first day, it took ages to start up, but I just thought it was because I had transferred all my documents to it the night before. But every time I switch it on, it works more and more slowly. It's so slow that I feel like tearing my hair out. Right now, it's downloading some photos from my mobile, and after 30 minutes, it still hasn't transferred half of them. I feel really frustrated every time I use it. I'm taking it back to the shop tomorrow, and I hope something can be done about it.
4.
Okay. So stop. Okay, so I guess I had the wrong question here. Then number 3 shouldn't be over the moon, right? Or what?
Yeah. Just over the moon is like but then we feel very happy about it, right? And
Yeah,
but
Unit 2.
let's listen again for the first part. We will see.
Transferred all my...
3.
I was over the moon when I got a new laptop for Christmas.
Okay, so the first sentence he mentioned already why he was over the moon. Could you hear that?
yes.
Okay, what was it?
When he got a new laptop in Christmas.
Okay, when he got a new laptop for Christmas. Good. Okay. He was over the moon when he got a new laptop for Christmas. And the later part, the latter part, okay, the rest of the audio was he ranting about how bad the computer works. Okay. So if we don't pay enough attention to the audio, we could think that the question is wrong. Like the audio isn't talking about when he was happy. The audio was mostly about when he was angry with the laptop. Okay. Right. We got confused a little bit there. Chúng ta hơi bị phân tâm một tí xíu, hơi hoang mang một tí. Okay. Now number 4.
But since it's so slow, 30 minutes, it's really frustrated every time I use it. I'm taking it back to the shop tomorrow, and I hope something can be done about it.
Okay. Now number 4.
4.
I have to say, I'm in two minds about participating in more online forums. I'm participating in one about recycling at the moment, but there are lots of trolls who are always criticising the green movement and even insulting some of the contributors. I have to admit that I'm amused by some of the comments,
Teacher.
but the rude ones leave me
Can
fuming.
you stop the audio?
Have a phone call.
I think I need to listen again because the noise from the outside. So
Okay.
I cannot hear anything. So just wait me a minute.
Okay.
Participating in more online.
Nothing can be done about it.
We can continue now.
Yes, we can. Okay, let's go.
4.
I have to say, I'm in two minds about participating in more online forums. I'm participating in one about recycling at the moment, but there are lots of trolls who are always criticising the green movement and even insulting some of the contributors. I have to admit that I'm amused by some of the comments, but the rude ones leave me fuming. The moderator is making some changes to the site next month, but the trolls always find a way of getting their silly messages through, so I'll have to decide if I'm going to continue taking part.
Okay, so what is she being indecisive about?
I feel decide about a rude person.
Not a rude
In,
person. You didn't focus. You didn't focus there.
yeah, not really. Can we hear once more time?
Okay, one more time. Okay, pay attention to the first part of the question. Okay, chú ý đến cái phần đầu tiên của đoạn nghe bởi vì có thể nó sẽ quan trọng. Nhớ nha, người số 4 này đang phân vân chuyện gì?
Unit 2.
I'm taking it back to the shop tomorrow, and I hope something can be done about it.
Okay, number 4.
4.
I have to say, I'm in two minds about participating in more online forums. I'm participating in one about recycling at the moment, but there are lots of trolls who are always criticising the green movement and even insulting some of the contributors. I have to admit that I'm amused by some of the comments, but the rude ones leave me fuming. The moderator is making some changes to the site next month, but the trolls always find a way of getting their silly messages through, so I'll have to decide if I'm going to continue taking part.
Right?
Unit
So that is the end of the speaker for speech. Okay, so what could you hear?
So when I hear that she has a dự án
A project? She has a
uh,
project.
yeah, for example, so I heard that the comment that rude is rude, so is make she feels decisive.
So the rude
and
comments make her feel indecisive.
and short makes like something more seriously.
Trolls.
Yeah, is it pretty
She was talking about
troll?
trolls. Trolls là những cái người mà kiểu như là hay bày trò trên mạng á, trolls.
Oh, also
okay.
I think it's George.
Yeah, trolls. She was talking about trolls, people who make like jokes on the internet that makes other feel irritated. Okay, they're called trolls. Okay. So my answer for this is that she feels indecisive because she wants to take part in one more online forums. Vậy cái này tức là sao? Là bởi vì bạn này đã tham gia vào một cái diễn đàn online sẵn rồi, nhưng mà bởi vì những cái thành viên trong cái diễn đàn này nó không có được lịch sự, right? They're making rude comments all the time and there are a lot of trolls. Okay, the moderator là quản trị viên, and the moderator are doing something to change this. Okay, listen to the first part one more time and you will know why this is the answer.
2.
Em nghe kỹ cái câu đầu của nó.
Tomorrow, and I hope something can be done about it.
4.
I have to say, I'm in two minds about participating in more online forums.
See, I have to say
Oh.
I am in two minds about taking part in one more forums. Okay, something like that. And the other part, she's explaining why she want to join in more online forums. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, so do you understand everything in part task 5?
Yes, I do.
Good, thank you. Right. Okay, now is the speaking question. Is anything making you anxious at the moment?
No, not.
No,
Nothing.
No, not really. Have you tried thinking like carefully enough? Let's think one more time. Let's think one more time to find the things that is making you anxious.
I just then I just felt answers yesterday because because I have an exam, the final exam. Thi cuối kỳ gì cô nhỉ?
Final exam, that's right.
Yeah, my final exam, but I have passed through it, so nothing left for me to feel anxious.
Oh, so you're saying that you have already done with the final exam. You have
Yeah.
okay. So you don't have anything left to be anxious with.
Yeah.
Can you say that again? You can open the sentence by saying that the scariest thing at the moment is my final exam, but I have already done with it, so there's nothing left for me to be anxious about. Okay, can you try to say something like that? Open the sentence by introducing me to the final exam and then tell me more about it. Try again.
The anxious thing that the most anxious thing is my final exam, but I have through it yesterday, so there's nothing that makes me feel nervous anymore.
so I've already gone through yesterday, so there is nothing that makes me nervous anymore. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, the most anxious thing is my final exam, but I have already gone through it yesterday, so there's nothing that makes me nervous anymore. Thank you. One more time, read the red sentences again to practice your, how to say, your speed and your pronunciation. Okay, is there anything that making you anxious at the moment?
The most anxious thing is my final exam. We have already done through it yesterday, so there's nothing that's make me nervous anymore.
Thank you. Okay, try to be more consistent with your speed. Okay, mình cố gắng là đọc bài ấy, khi nào mà có dấu phẩy thì mới ngừng, được chưa? Cố gắng luyện tập cái tốc độ đọc chân chu của mình chút xíu cho cô nha. Right, khi nào có dấu phẩy mới ngừng để ngắt nhịp, còn nếu như không có dấu phẩy thì thôi. Có dấu chấm câu, có dấu phẩy, nói chung là cứ có dấu câu chúng ta mới ngừng để ngắt nhịp để lấy hơi. Còn nếu như mà không ấy, cố gắng đọc liền một mặt cho cô. Right. Được chưa nào? Good. Right. Are you in two minds about something? What could help you to be less indecisive? Okay, so this is a two question combination. Okay, answer the first question for me. Are you in two minds about doing something right now?
I think the only thing that's make me in two mind right now is what should I eat tonight? So so I think to be more or less indecisive that and it depends on my mom and what food she will cook.
Okay. Okay. The only thing that makes me feel in two minds is what I should eat tonight. Remember, what I should eat trong câu mà có what như này là Minh này, thì trong câu mà có what như này thì chú ý cho cô đó là gì? Chú ý cho cô đó là nếu mà câu kết thúc bằng dấu chấm thì cái chủ ngữ nó đi liền với cái từ đặt hỏi WH luôn, được chưa? Còn nếu như trong câu đó là dấu hỏi thì what này sẽ đứng trước một trợ động từ rồi mới tới cái chủ ngữ, được chưa? Nó đẹp ngữ cho nhau như vậy. Đây là một câu có dấu chấm cho nên là I đi liền với WH. Rồi, the only thing that makes me feel in two minds is what I should eat tonight. In order to make me less decisive, depends on yeah, in order what can help me, đúng không? What can help me less indecisive depends on my mom and what food she will cook. Okay, so you have to understand the phrase in two minds, meaning that you are indecisive about something. Okay, you're indecisive about something. Right, thank you. Can you answer this question again? Are you in two minds about something, and what could help you to be less indecisive?
The only thing that makes me feel in two mind is what I should eat tonight. What can help me less indecisive depends on my mom and what food she will cook.
Okay, thank you. Right. I can't believe you are indecisive about that. I was expecting more. Like because you're like how do you say, you're very into technology, and I thought that you will be in two minds about buying A or B, right? Tech related things. But no, you're indecisive about what you should eat tonight. Unbelievable. Next, when was the last time you were over the moon about something?
This is the last time that I were over the moon is that I have
Was the last time nha, là quá khứ nha.
was last time I was I picked up some money on the road and and it's about 5,000 dong, and I was really happy because because I don't have any like like the money with a small value to pay for my for my for my bike, so for my parking for my parking fee, yeah, for
The last time I was although it was a 5 uh, on the road, although it was on the road. Okay. Although it was a 5,000 dong bill, it was enough for my parking fee.
okay.
Okay, but like, oh, does your school charge parking fee? Does your school charge parking fee, or where do you park that like takes you 5,000? Where do you park that cost you 5,000?
My school doesn't take any parking fee, but uh but my
Apartment?
no, no, no. So him my
Extra class?
my extra class do.
Oh, your extra class does. Remember, only one extra class,
Does
so it is extra class
does
does. Okay. Oh, your extra class does. So, do you take extra classes at a center or as a private house?
at at another school.
At another school. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Really interesting. Really interesting. Okay, so now I understand why they are taking they're charging parking fee. Okay. Right. Oh, you have really interesting story. Okay. Answer the question again. Read the red lines only. When was the last time you were over the moon about something?
The last time I was over the moon was when I picked up some money on the road, although it was only 5,000 dong bill. It was enough for my parking fee.
Okay, or it was a 5,000 đồng bill. Although it was only. Okay, you added only. Good. Right. Bill here là cái tờ giấy, được chưa? Hoặc là em có thể là xài cái chữ là 1,000 đồng note, được chưa? Em có học cái chữ note này đúng không? Note này chính là một cái tờ tiền. I don't know if you study this word in 9th grade or 10th grade. I can't remember. Okay, so around thing like that. Around although it was only a 5,000 dong bill, it was enough for my parking fee. Thank you. Really interesting story. Okay, have you ever lost face because of something you did? Have you ever lost face because of something you did? Like you did something so silly that everybody laughed at you.
I remember that when there's a rainy days and I have no rainy jacket to wear, so so my class were very like very blur
Where
because of mud.
like your glasses were blurred. Okay.
Yeah, it was blur because of the water. So I haven't cleaned it yet, so it's like so it's hard for me to see anything. And then when it went to my and I went to my class, I was uh going I was going to the wrong class.
Oh, you almost entered. Almost, right? Almost entered.
No, I entered. I sit in there. I sit in the classroom, and when I and when everybody laughing, I re I realize that something is wrong, and then I clean my glasses and yeah and then I realize that I have I have gone to the wrong class.
Okay, good. Thank you. Right. First of all, áo mưa, we call it raincoat, not rainy jacket. We call it raincoat, okay? So you said that on a rainy day, like a long time ago, right? Was it a long time ago or just recently?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Okay, you can say that a long time ago on a rainy day, I didn't have my raincoat, and because of the rain, my glasses were blurred, so I couldn't see anything. When I got to my class, or when I got to my class and I entered the class, everybody started laughing at me. Okay, that at that moment when I cleaned the glass, right, I realized something was wrong. Like that, that is, I entered the wrong class. Okay, so can you tell the story again with more fluency right now? Có thể thử kể lại câu chuyện với cái, nói chung là một chút mạch lạc hơn được không? Mạch lạc hơn một chút xíu được không? Nhớ cho cô là đưa hết về thị mặt thực đơn nha. Okay.
The last time that I lost face that it was a rainy day, and then when I went to my class, but when I entered my class, no, because of the rain, my class were wet. Well, my class were blurred, and I couldn't see anything. And when I entered my class, everybody laughing, and then I I felt something wrong. So, and then I cleaned my class, and I
Glasses.
realized that my classes, and I realized that I have entered the wrong class.
Thank you. I had entered the wrong class. Okay, because you are saying something that happened before an event in the past, so you should say I had entered the wrong class. Okay, you should use past perfect. Okay, now. Okay, really interesting story. You reminded me a lot about my my high school days. My high school days. On a rainy day when my friend, like the boy that sit next to me, came to class, he was 30 minutes late. He was 30 minutes late. It was raining like a lot. It was raining heavily, and when he appeared in front of the class, his like he was wet from head to toe. He was wet from head to toe. So he had to take a seat next to me with his wet body, and I felt so sorry for him because he should have stayed home instead, right? It rained so hard, but he kept going to school, and I like admire him for that. Hey, thank you so much for coming here today. That is the end of our class, and I hope you have a nice day ahead. Right? Thank you. I'll see you again on Wednesday. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Good job
Bye.
today.
See you next week.
Right. Good job today. See you.